Hey, what's up? It's Dre. Back again. Today I want to talk about relationships. Well, not like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a romantic one. I'm talking about I think every single person that's watching this video has had this thing happen where you're moving along in your life and you're actually feel driven and ambitious, right? And you're trying to create something in your life and you have friends with you that start, and maybe some friends are closer than other friends, but maybe you lost a really, really good friend. And that happened to me. I lost a really, really good friend over time. Looking back at the relationship, I don't know whether it was, this person always had an animosity towards me and just couldn't take holding it anymore, and so just decided to distance themselves. Maybe they didn't like who I was growing into, or because we all look at each other and I guess we perceive who that person is and put them into a box. And when that person no longer lives into that perception, then you might feel as though they've changed. And maybe they have. Maybe they have changed or grown. I want you to look, and I guess what happened to me is that I had to understand that people grow apart and not every single person is meant to ride with you the whole way of the journey. Like, some people are a catalyst. Like, they get you started down a road, and then you could take that road and then they're gonna be gone. And then some people are here to just have a good time, like for a week or 2 weeks. And some people are there, they're a good time for you feed each other for a year or two. And then there's other people who are lifetime friends, and those lifetime friends are rare. Those people who you feel as though time passes and you can pick up with them no matter what, whether it's been a few years since you've spoken or seen each other. I just wanted to share maybe some coping mechanisms. So the number one coping mechanism that I thought is that I had to rely on when this happened to me, because I've lost great friends, I've lost great associates, like trying to make myself into a better human, like just being the best human that I could possibly be. The first coping mechanism was that if a person rejects being with you and spending time with you and being in your energy, a lot of times that doesn't have to be your fault directly. That's happening within that person. What they're going through in their life, you can't control. And so I had to step back because my ego felt attacked. Like, yo, you don't want to be my boy no more, or you don't want to hang with me no more. Like, my ego took a shot. And a lot of time as men, we're not emotionally prepared to have our egos challenged. But I had to sit back and say, whoa, relax. This guy no longer wants a relationship with me, and it doesn't even have to have anything to do with me. It has to do with his perception of who I am. It has to do with maybe who he's growing into as a human. So you have to let those things go. You have to let that ego not dictate or allow you to be hurt and then repetitively hurt over and over and over again. Going through a breakup with a friend, some friendships could be like breaking up, being in a marriage almost. Like, y'all just have so many things intertwined with each other. Mentally, emotionally, you guys have physically gone through things. Like, when those things break up, a lot of people spiral, a lot of people gain weight, a lot of people use all these different kind of mechanisms that are not healthy. So the first healthy mechanism I would say is that if the relationship does go south and you weren't the person to end it, you were the person who got it ended on, the person who got dumped, quote unquote dumped, just know that it's not your fault. It's not your doing. If you didn't dump the person, it's not your doing. And allow yourself to understand that human is sovereign. It means that what you eat doesn't make them shit. It means that their actions are their actions. They're responsible for their life, and maybe cutting you out of their life was something they had to do to move on. That's deep. And you gotta cope with that. And the pain of loss is the pain of loss, man. Just make sure that you handle the pain of the loss in a way that is beneficial overall in the long run. And knowing that everybody is responsible for their own ship and for their own journey in this life, and that you will lose people. You will lose people that you care about. You will lose people that you love. If you want to be anything different than what you were when they met you, you gotta go into relationships knowing that that's gonna happen. I'm gonna evolve, and if you don't evolve with me, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You will lose relationships growing up. As a couple, me and Nicole being ambitious people, being entrepreneurial, we've lost contact with tons of other couples. It is what it is. Our friends are light, but our circle is tight. Friends are light, circle is tight. And that's how it has to be. So it's not a crime if somebody leaves. It's not a crime. It shouldn't be something that you hold yourself against. You might feel as though you need closure. Maybe that person will give it to you, maybe they won't. You gotta decide who you're gonna be. Personal responsibility. Hopefully that helps somebody going through something now. If you've been rejected because your ambition is high, or if you've been rejected because of whatever reason, hopefully this helps. As always, you're greater than any past circumstance. You're greater than any current situation or condition. And ultimately, you're responsible for sharing the best version of yourself with the planet. Peace.